let's begin. Okay, good morning to all of you all. Welcome to the new RU Mini. These are a series of workshops that are bite-sized, fun-sized, for the one purpose of just teaching you one useful thing for your research. So today, the useful thing, that one useful thing is to find full text of Straits Times articles in Factiva. So this workshop is about 15 minutes to about 30 minutes long, very nice and short. And I'm going to reserve the time at the end of the workshop for any questions. So I will begin now. So I'm going to share screen and I'm close this so that I can see all of you. Okay. All right. And I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint. Okay. All right. So today's useful tip would be to find full text of Straits Times articles in Factiva. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kawai. I'm an Associate University Librarian of NUS Libraries. With me are my colleagues, Rani and Suyen. Now, most of the time, we do get these kind of requests or questions where somebody encounters a Straits Times article and they realize they cannot get full text because it says for subscribers. Cannot. What do you do then? Okay. Now, the suggestion from the library, of course, is get the full text from where? From Factiva. Now, what is Factiva? Factiva is basically a newspaper database and it's full of articles and these articles are full text. Basically, Factiva has about more than 33,000 news sources, which include Straits Times, New York Times, Washington Post, and etc. etc. It is also updated daily at 4 p.m. So you are really getting the latest news, as they update it daily. Now, when we talk about Straits Times, Factiva has Straits Times going as far back as 1980s. So when we teach our students, we will always tell them that, if you're tracking a certain event or certain policy, Singapore government policy, you want to see what the media has reported, please use Factiva because it helps with tracking. Okay, so now I'm going to go into looking for this particular article in Factiva. Okay, and so I'm going to go out and go into internet and show you this is the article, right? China learning, unlearning, relearning. For subscribers, if I scroll down, it goes down and it says, oh, you know what? You want to continue reading the full article, you need to subscribe or log in. Okay, so what do we do? First step, everybody, I would copy this entire headline and I would go to Factiva. So where is Factiva? This is the NUS Libraries portal. As you can see, the URL here is given in the Zoom chat. What you do is you click on databases, and at databases, you would type in Factiva, the name of the database. Once you've done that, you click on Factiva, okay? And you carry on clicking until you get to the Factiva search screen. Okay, so I switched on Factiva just now, so that's why I had a message because I was leaving it too long, and it's reading that, oh, there's no activity, so I'm not going to allow you to continue. So I've clicked on it and see whether it goes through. Now, if you would like to follow me, please do so. Okay, now, so the search screen of Factiva appears. What I have copied here, I am now going to paste here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to change date range to all date. Why? Because I'm not too sure whether this article is going to be within last week or so. So okay lah, safer bet, put all dates. After that, click on search. What the system does is it looks at all these keywords to bring out any articles that match the keywords of China learning, unlearning, relearning. Okay, now Factiva tends to be a little bit slow when you're doing it off campus. Okay, so you need to be a little bit patient. Okay, so it has brought up the results screen and slowly transferring the data. So I am going to show you how it looks like here. Okay, right. So with that search, you have two articles. The first one is the one that is here, right? If you match it, right? So you can see 28th of September, dated 28th September 2019, written by Wang Kangwu, our illustrious Professor Wang Kangwu. Scroll down, 28th September, Wang Kangwu. Correct article? Yes, correct article. What do you do now? Where's the full text? Click on the article title and you can see the full text completely, right? Full text. Question here is, how do I get this full text downloaded? Pay attention. This is what you do. Look at this thing called RTF, Rich Text Format. I click on it and I choose article format. Once I choose article format, it allows me to either open or save. I'm going to open it. And you will see that the article written by Professor Wang Kangwu is now being opened in a Word document, okay? In a Word document. And the keywords that you use to search is highlighted here. And if you scroll down, you can see this is the entire article, full text of the opinion piece that he has written. Very nice. Now, why would I ask you to download this in rich text format when I could have asked you to download it in a PDF? Okay, why did I choose that? Well, if you look at it, it's in Microsoft Word. It allows you to put in your notes, like, you know, like I would say I'm collaborating with somebody, I would like to put in my notes like, this is validated by, etc., etc. You know, I could put in my notes. I could mark it if I want to, and so forth. Okay, it allows you to work on it. So Factiva gives you that option of rich text format in order for you to do so. Okay, all right, good. So you know what? You've just downloaded the full text of one Straits Times article and it took you less than 5 minutes. That's the learning point of this RU mini workshop. Okay, I could end this here, but I'm not going to do so. I'm just going to give you a little bit more. All right, so let me just recap. Okay, recap the steps that I did just now. Okay, so what did I do? First of all, I went into the NUS Libraries portal. This is how it looks like. I clicked on databases and then I searched for Factiva. All right, I searched for Factiva. Then when I got into the Factiva screen, which is the search screen, I would have pasted the headline of the Straits Times article that I'm looking for. The next thing I would do is to change the date range to all dates. Then when the article appears, I can either select it with this checkbox, or I click on the article title to bring out the full text, and then I go into RTF for rich text format, click on article format, and I download the full text. That is it. Voila. Okay, now I am going to go on to the next article to show you how. So let's look for this article, and I'm going to repeat the process, showing you one extra thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to go out of this, go back to my internet, and show you this article, right? So this is the article, the second article I'm going to look for. So same thing, you're copying the headline, copy it, go into Factiva, click on modify search because I'm going to do a fresh search, remove this, paste this new one. And I'm going to click on search. Same, you're searching all dates. And guess what? 0 results. What to do now? Okay, this happens. So what I'm going to show you now, I'm going to click on modify search first. What I'm going to show you now is how to rectify or improve this search in order for you to find the full text. Definitely, this article is inside Factiva, but how to find, right? So here is the tip. The tip is using N, Boolean operator, N, A and D. So what do I do? First of all, I identify the keywords in this search statement. For example, Malaysia is a keyword. I will remove the apostrophe S because it doesn't make sense, and I'm going to add N. So this is the N, the nice pink N. What about PM Muhyiddin? Yeah, that kind of helps. But if I want to remove PN and just have Muhyiddin, that works too. What about gets A? Gets A isn't a keyword. So I'm going to remove that, replace it with N. Breather, yeah, keyword. How about but for how long? Nah. Comma, nah. I'll just add my N. Maybe I put long, maybe not. Let's just see how it goes. Okay. I'm going to remove all the apostrophes and the punctuation. Remove. It's a nice, clean search with the keywords. Malaysia, Muhyiddin, breather, long with N, N, N. What happens? Let's have a look. So if I do that, 39 results come out. And I'll say, this is kind of a lot. What shall I do now to make it even closer to what I'm looking for? So I'm going to modify my search now and take out long. Okay? When you take out a keyword and have fewer keywords, you are narrowing your search a little bit more. Okay? So I go in and look at it and say, this is interesting. Where is the, sorry, oh, this is oldest first. I beg your pardon. I should be putting most recent first. Okay. I forgot to change that. Okay. All right. Oh, rather, I should put most relevant. That helps as well. Okay. So I go in and look for it and say, this doesn't help very much. What else can I possibly do? Or can I make it better using the tools here? Sure. Why don't I check with relevance, sort by relevance, and I go down to look for that particular one that I was looking for in Straits Times. Now you will see that Straits Times is coming out. And look at this one here, right? This one is a commentary about this. And you're wondering, is this close to what I was looking for? So I'm going back and to check. Is this a commentary by Leslie Lopez? Let me check again. Yes, it is. It's also by Leslie Lopez. Is it 28th of October? Let's just scroll down to see whether it's 28th of October. Not quite. This is updated 30th of October. Okay. So should I click on this? Yes, why not? Let's just click on this to look at the full article. Look at first lead paragraph. Premier may have won support from UMNO. Premier may have support. No, it's not. It's not the same. Why? Because the lead paragraph is not. So now we assume that this is a commentary on the original article. So where is the original article? Let's get back to return headlines and scroll down further to see whether we have that article. So let's go further and we will see that it is getting more and more difficult to see, to find it, all right? So what do we do? I will go back to my modify search and put in PM, for example. And what's the other one that we had? Long, right? Long, right? Okay, so let's try this. See whether I can get it, all right? So I'm looking at this again and I say, why is this not coming in? Should we try it again? Because this doesn't seem to come out. And I am going back to this to try it one more time. Okay? So going back to this, going back to modify search and pull this back up and paste this up. So I'm going to do the same thing with my N. I may even put a gets there, you know. So maybe that is the keyword that is missing. Who knows, eh? So I'm going to try this and do how long, and then let's try this one more time. Okay, so same thing, keywords and using the Boolean operator N. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. We have this, which is 3rd of December, still citing this and still citing all these things and not really bringing up the article that I'm looking for, except for this, right? So this one comes up now. Why? Because of the PM Muhyiddin, which I added here, the keyword PM, all right? So one way of narrowing is to add one more keyword. So I'm going to click on this and let's see whether it is the same. Yes, it is, right? Was thrown a lifeline. Was thrown a lifeline. So it is the correct article. Same thing that I showed you just now. How do you download it? Full text, RTF, article format, and then you save it. Finish. Okay, so what I have shown you is basically how to use and the keywords. Okay, I'm going to show you one more example, the third example, to see how to continue getting full text. So I'm going to the third example, which is this article called "Dogs Are Not Our Children," says animal behaviorist. Same thing, copy the headline, go to Factiva, and I'm going to remove this and click on this, and then click on search to see whether I can get this article. And guess what? Somehow or other, with those keywords, I'm getting 200 over 1,000 records. I'm definitely not going to go through that, right? So do I do the same thing with the second example with the article on the Prime Minister Muhyiddin? Yes, I do. If I were to take out the non-keywords and to add N, what should I do? So I'm going to repeat that process of using keywords and N. I'm going to put N. This R is not keyword, so I'm going to remove that. So is these. I can take out O and put children. Children is definitely keyword. Taking out the quotes, putting N again, taking out says, and animal behaviorist is obviously a keyword, right? So I'm going to leave it that way, and then I'm going to search to see whether I can get the article. Look here, you know, I'm getting not only 500 over articles, I'm also getting articles that are from other sources. Sunday Herald Sun, Sunday Times, and so forth. What do I do now? I don't have many keywords to go with when I look at this search, right? So what I do is I go back to this article and I ask myself, should I put in more keywords? Where would these more keywords or extra keywords coming from? Here's a tip. Read either this bit, which is the tagline, or the first lead paragraph to get your keywords from. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. So I have animal behaviorist. Oops. What other keywords could I get? Well, how about the name of this animal behaviorist, Matt Basner, for example? Or perhaps the television series of Dog Impossible. Or perhaps the keyword of overhumanize. Okay, so these are some keywords that you could try. So let me just try something like this. Let's just choose Matt Basner's name, and we go in and add an N. Don't forget an N, and put in Matt Basner's name. And I'm going to click on search and see what happens. Okay, and then you guess what? The first article, and the only article for that matter, comes out. It says Impossibles, Dog Impossibles, Matt Basner on the 5 common mistakes dog owners make. Ooh, totally different article title. Is this the same article that I'm looking for? Let's just check. Straits Times, 25th September, written by Alison D'Souza. Is that the same one? Okay, Alison D'Souza, 26th September 2019. Yes, pretty similar. There is no such thing as a bad dog. There is no such thing as a bad dog. So it's a similar article, right? The same article. So same thing, you will either click on this or check box, go to RTF, article format, and you download the full text. That's it. Okay. So basically, I'm going back to my PowerPoint slide right now. Basically, we have been through the entire process here, okay? Going to NUS libraries, going to Factiva, pasting the headlines into the Factiva search box, clicking, selecting an article and downloading full text. Okay, so what is the point of this RU mini workshop? It is just to tell you, if you are looking for a full text of Straits Times article, use Factiva. Okay, use Factiva. All right, Factiva is something that we bought, the NUS Libraries bought, and we would like to encourage all of you to use it. Now, if I'm looking for the full text of the Straits Times article, let's just summarize the steps we took. I copy and pasted the headlines into Factiva, like I did with China Learning, Unlearning, Relearning. If I still can't find the article, for example, my next step would be to remove the non-keywords and to make sure I have and the Boolean operator and the pink ones in between these keywords. So that's my second strategy. What happens if I can't find the article still? Then I would consider adding more keywords to the search and continue using and. So this was demonstrated in the article the article about dogs and children and Matt Reisner. If you try all these strategies and you still can't find the article, what do? You call me lah. Okay, either you call me or you check with any of my colleagues and we will help you through this. Okay, so basically we have reached the end of the RU mini workshop. Very nice and sweet. Okay, and if you need to email me or email any of my colleagues, please email to, oh sorry, it's us a lit, not us a lot. That's funny. I didn't know we were lost, but never mind. So it's us a lit, okay, and at nus.edu.sg, and please come for the next RU mini, which will be tomorrow. Okay, so please log on and we will have another quick session like this so that you can learn one thing in 15 minutes. Thank you very much. Any questions? I'm going to stop.
They asked if you would have the slides.
Sure. What we will do